Hello, hello, divine creators and divine creatrix. It's your girl, Abigail Mensah-Bonsu. I am an intuitive goddess quantum energy um, coach, I should say, or mentor. And oh man, so welcome to this week's energy forecast, goddess energy forecast. And this week, the message coming through is so powerful. So we're going to begin with, I'm going to talk a little bit about the energy that we're experiencing, what is going on in general, how you can take care of yourself through this time. And then we're going to move into the messages coming through. And then I'm going to walk you through a very powerful visualization that's going to realign you and kind of help you shed away some of that fear and anxiety I'm going to talk a little bit about. So let's go ahead and begin. So this week, I should say this month, last month was pretty intense for most of us. Actually, I think January, February was intense for most of us. And then March came where we have been praying for a little bit of ease. And then community-wise or worldwide, we began to go through a major transformation. Now, what we're going through, I kind of see it as, I call it like the time of the Pheonix. The whole letting or burning the old, right? Allowing the old system, the old paradigm, the old, whatever that does not work anymore to die, burn into ashes, and then allow a rebirth to come on. So here's the thing. This is not, because we're in that energy of the Aquarian age, which has to do big time with community, big time with connection. It's not just this transformation that's going on. It's not just on a personal level. We're going beyond that. It's actually on the level of humanity as a whole. And I can't help but feel like we're being tested at this time to see if we're even worthy of being in this harmonizing Aquarian age, right? There's everything that we're going through right now. Humanity is being tested at this point to see how well we stand for each other, how well we fight for each other, how well we come together and support each other. Really coming together as a community. Community is like highlighted at this time. And I'm going to dive into this whole coronavirus thing too, that is bringing so much fear and anxiety. Now, again, if you're going through these fears and anxiety, you're not alone. Don't feel bad. Simply acknowledge it. You are going through that fear and anxiety. It is scary times, right? You know, and I'll come back there. But next up I want to talk about is the virus, the coronavirus. When I tuned into this, and a couple of women in my community or who do the work that I do have received the same confirmation, same message. Corona means the crown. And so the first time when I heard the name that was given to what is basically circling around and expanding and, going, like moving out, it's like, oh my gosh, okay, so what is this virus affecting our connection to our crown? What is this virus that's infecting our connection to the divine? What is this virus that is infecting our connection to the divine? Think about that. Like, I want you to really just sit with this. This virus that is coming in is specifically targeting our connection to our divine essence. It is also targeting our crown, right? Our divine royalty, I should say. Our divine sovereignty. the part of you that allows you to step into your power fully. Now, here's the thing. Again, this is not on a personal level. This is a whole world. I feel like this is a way for all of us to kind of rise up to our calling. We're being challenged right now. We're being challenged on all level right now. So here are a couple of things. And the messages that came through this week for this week basically really supports our transformation. I'm going to say our transformation, and also being able to rise up like the Phoenix. We're in the time of the Phoenix. And it's no surprise, because that's the medicine, or that's the power of the Aquarian age. What no longer works is going to be destroyed, is going to be burnt away, is going to be eliminated. We have people rising up to say, okay, with this coronavirus coming up, is really highlighting the functionality of our medical system. It's also highlighting our health and wellness. And I think I spoke about this beginning with a full moon in Virgo, that this is really going to be highlighting our physical body and our health and wellness. And you have this coming in to really make sure that we don't forget it, that we don't just skip over it, that we really need to take care of our body, how important our body is at this time, right? So important. So I'm going to talk a little bit about some ways so you can take care of yourself. I feel like this is so important. And of course, after that, I would do the regular readings. But this is so important because people need to know they're okay. They need to know that this too shall pass. They need to know that they're not in this alone. That's the whole purpose. We're supposed to do this together. And it begins with you at home, and then it kind of spreads out. You got to take care of yourself first. So the other thing that came in as I tuned into this whole coronavirus thing is what will help. Sunlight, fresh air, nature. Those three things stood out, it was screaming to me. It's so important. Like I saw, a lot of us is doing that self-quarantine thing. It's very important for you to not feel like you're stuck in this building. Don't think of yourself as stuck. You have a backyard, or you have somewhere that you can sit, a patio. You can also go in nature. The key is to get as much sunlight as you can. And today, in Colorado, we woke up to a very beautiful day. It is 62 degrees, so probably 63 right now. And it just the sun feels so good. And my son and I are just soaking it all in, right? Go outside, go in nature, go sit in nature and breathe in that fresh air. Allow nature to heal you and rejuvenate you and help your body build that immunity. Those three things: sunlight. Sunlight kills a lot of things, bacteria, viruses. There's a reason why they like to be on surfaces, right? Once they're exposed out into the open, seriously, they're doomed, right? Sunlight, fresh air, that's the same thing. It's nature's medicine for us. So that's one thing I wanted to really, or that I was being asked to remind you all. If you're stuck at home, if you need to be in that home, make sure you open some windows, let that fresh air come in. Take in some of that sunlight that is coming through your window. So open the blinds and let that sun shine into your home. Trust me, that is the most potent medicine ever. So don't enclose yourself in that darkness. The darkness is the fear and anxiety. And once you start feeling that, did you know the anxiety and the fear actually decreases your immunity? It does. Now, I'm not going to say, hey, stop being fearful, stop being anxious, because we are humans and this is just part of our humanity. It will come up. But what I'm going to ask you to do is observe the fear, observe the anxiety. What am I fearful of? What am I anxious about? Is this a reality, or is this coming from a place of fearfulness? Where is this coming from? I want you to face it and recorrect it. So for example, if your fear is stemming from, oh my gosh, what if this affects me and my family, and me and my family get really ill, and this happened and that happened. I want you to redirect it. What is the truth here? The truth is that you and your family might not even be affected by this. There's a chance that you might not be affected by it. There's a chance that you might not be affected by it. And this is a great opportunity for you to take care of yourself. So reminding yourself of these truths will help ease that anxiety. When you face those anxiety, the feelings and the fears, when you face it, it will reduce that. But when you put it away, when you kind of shove it somewhere, it will only get bigger and bigger and bigger until it engulfs you. We don't need that. If everybody out there just allowed the fear to engulf them, it would be chaotic. We already see what is going on, right? With the food and, the supermarkets and, all of that stuff. We already see what is going on when people are engulfed in that fear. If you're listening to this, you know there's something better. If you are listening to this, you want to experience something different. But it's so important for you to take care of yourself. Acknowledge the fear and the anxiety and replace it with the truth, with facts, real facts, not facts out of fear. Oh, and I cannot stress enough, stop overwatching the news and the social media posts and all of that, because all of that just increases that fear. That there's when this whole thing, self-quarantine, happened and I tune into the energy, it feels very quiet because people are going inside, not just into their building, but into themselves. And when I tune into that, what came through is like, it is in this moment that you can hear your divinity clearly. It is in this moment that you can hear the divine clearly, your divine self clearly. And this leads me to the next step. When we are in times like this is when you need to remember that you're not alone, that there is a higher power that is looking out for you and everyone that you love. And this is the time to actually tune into them. This is the time to actually start working with them. If you haven't yet, if you're not working with your higher self, your angels and your guardians, if you're not working with your divine self, if you're not working with the divine of all that is, the Holy Spirit, the Holy Sophia, whatever you call the higher power, this is the time to do that. Begin talking to the higher power. Begin talking to your higher self. Every morning you wake up, ask the divine to wrap you in that healing, protective energy, to uplift your entire family, to uplift you from the chaos that is going on in this dense reality. See your angels open their wings and wrap around you and your family, keeping you safe from this chaos. And let's say even if you or someone you know end up having this virus, that you will still be safe. You will come through. Don't let the fear overcome what is within you, what is within your system. The truth is that your body was made for this, it was built for this. Your body has immunity within it that can kill anything, that can heal anything. Your body is a badass system. The only reason why it doesn't work as well as it's supposed to is the fear. It's the giving away our power, thinking someone else knows how our bodies act and heals and works than we do. It's when we give our power away. What we're going through right now, it's time for you to take back your power. the power of your body, of your health and your wellness. It's time for you to take care of yourself. So, yes. So I'm gonna kind of summarize the important part here to make sure that you are safe and secured, and your immunity is is just at its utmost level right now, right? Sunlight, fresh air, nature, and then working with your divine team. These four things as are so essential in going through these times, not just in terms of like the virus, the being infected by it, but also with the chaos that is going around with that, right? So those four things are very important. All right, so let's go ahead and go right into the messages that came through for this week. This week I decided to use the Spirit Oracle cards to really bring in the messages from Spirit to guide us through this week, to guide us through what is going on. And then there's one goddess that came through, badass goddess, one of my main goddesses that I walk with, Goddess Isis. And she actually came in last week, right after I did the video for last week. And I was like, what is this about? Why are you coming in this time? And this week came, and then she came in again. I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. So Goddess Isis is really going to be, the message coming is like for everybody. And then at the end of that, I'm going to walk you through her meditation, and it's so potent. So if anything, do that meditation as many times as you need as we go through these times of the Pheonix transformation. I'm going to call it that way. All right. So if you haven't yet, go ahead and place your hand on your heart and just ask which of these cards are specifically for me. There are three cards from Spirit. Which of these messages are specifically for me to guide me through these times and to guide me through this week? 1, 2, or 3. Beautiful. All right, and when you have received your number, remember that number is that message is specifically for you. But when you put all three messages together, it gives you the overlook of how the energy of the entire week is going to be. So let's go ahead and begin. And I think it's so interesting, like the cards that came in. So the first one is Intention. And you can see it, Intention, beautiful card. The next one is Patience. Look how magical this card is. It's beautiful. And then the last is Magical. All right, so these cards are very simple. I love the words that come in, and I feel like as you look at the picture of the cards, it even blesses you with more, right? So if you were drawn to card number 1, this is your card, is the Intention. And your message is this: do not lose sight of your original intention. Check inside your heart to see if the path you are traveling fits in with your original hopes and aspirations. If not, take action, take control, and steer your life back on course. I love this card. So as we're going through this time of transformation, the Pheonix, this is part of that Pheonix, is checking in, like as you are in quarantine or doing this self-quarantine at home, and you're not at work, you're actually spending time with yourself, you're being drawn in, you're journaling more, hopefully, or meditating more because you have more time. You have the opportunity to begin to ask the questions. Am I still on the right path? Am I still doing what I intended to do when this year started? Am I still walking on my soul path? Am I still in alignment with my truth? You have the opportunity to re-ask the question and then come back on course, right? So the second card is the patience, as you can see. And I believe this is the image on there is JC, or Jesus the Christ. And here's the message. You are entering a time of great love and peace. Be patient and allow the current storm to clear. Resurrection. No more wounds, only love predicted for the future. I'm going to read this again because this is so important for all of us. You are entering a time of great love and peace. Be patient and allow the current storm to clear. Resurrection. No more wounds, only love predicted for the future. So again, we're going through the time of the Pheonix, allowing yourself to sit with yourself, to really take care of your body, to really take care of your family, take care of the things that are important to you, um, and then know that yes, there's a storm swirling around you, and everywhere you look, there's a storm swirling around. That you don't have to be taken up by that storm or drama. Be patient, allow yourself time to steer away from the drama and allow the storm to clear. And know that everything is going to be okay, like I said before, right? Now, if you're drawn to card number 3, Magic card. Now, this card called to me, so that was my personal card. And here's your message if you're drawn to card number 3. Magic, blessings, transformation. A blessing in disguise is coming your way. Keep an open heart and mind. Magic, blessings, transformations. A blessing in disguise is coming your way. Keep an open heart and mind. Now, this card kind of reminds me, not only is it, for this week, like towards the end of the week, like feeling that relief, perhaps the anxiety goes down, perhaps the fears go down, but it's also like giving us the clue about, I think all the cards gave us the same clue about what's going to happen at the end of this chaotic thing, like this chaos that is swirling around us, right? Again, everything is going to be okay. And just like the Pheonix, when it burns to ashes, and at that point it's like, oh my gosh, there's no more Pheonix, now what? And then it rises back up from the ashes, right? It's the same thing. As we see systems and, old paradigms and old beliefs and old teachings and all of that crumble and crush down, we will at the same time see something new and better rise up in its place. So you got to have that faith and hope there. You got to really have this. It's so important to have that faith and hope that things will turn out better. And this too shall pass. All right, my love. So now let's go ahead and just head straight into the message for Goddess Isis, or from Goddess Isis. And then through that, I'm just going to lead you straight into the meditation. Her message for us this weekend, and actually for this time, is so powerful. So I invite you to just open up to receive this message. Allow every cell in your body to soak up this message. All right, let's begin. So the card that came up for Goddess Isis, so the message is life restored, priestess of the Pheonix. What, right? Exactly what I've been talking about in terms of what we've been going through. So here's the message. Let me read the message for you. Spiritual resurrection is gifted to you now. Whatever part of you or your life you thought to be dead is being revived and will flourish back into life. Just as the Pheonix rises from the fire, transitioning from death into life, so too will you rise again, healed and renewed. I love that last part. Rise again, healed and renewed. Because even if you're not affected by this virus, there's a change that is going through you as you experience this with the community. Life restored brings messages that a trauma, ending, struggle, or apparent defeat is not the end of the story for you now. What may appear to be an ending can sometimes simply be the forces of ancient feminine power flowing into new pathways, pulling energy away from old forms so that they can transition into new forms. This can take short or long periods of time. It could be over days or years or weeks or months or decades. It doesn't matter how long something appears to have been decaying, it will spring back into life at the right time. Just as the river now subtly adjusts its course over time, so too will the river of light that flows through you, filling you with the life force and divine energy, move with innate wisdom. You can trust what is happening for you now. Something important to you is coming back to life. It might even feel like you're coming back to life after a period of increasing emotional numbness, physical or psychological struggle, or spiritual disillusionment. It might also be a lifestyle, practice, business, or relationship, new or old, that is coming to life now. You are guided by divine priestess of the Pheonix, Sister Isis, to turn your face to the sun, just as the sacred scarab beetle follows the movement of the sun. You are encouraged to focus on the light and life that is seeking you now. Do not resign yourself to the way things have been. Let go of the past. Be brave and bold and allow the Phoenix priestess to inspire you to realize that the realm of life, the restoration, the resurrection is upon you now. Have hope and optimism. Just because something has fallen away in the past does not mean it will not have value and be able to grow in the present moment. Take what is going to be offered in your life, the rebirth that is happening, into your wide open arms now. And be assured that you have transitioned through the energies of death and into new life now. Peace to you, dear initiate of light. The past is over. Enjoy your rebirth. Beautiful. So I love that this message from beloved goddess Isis also brings in, talks about the Phoenix energy, letting the old go, allowing the new to rise up, and also to really get some sun, get some sun. Go out there, get out on your porch, on your backyard, get some fresh air, get some sun. Open your windows, let the sun shine into the house. Sunshine is very cleansing and purifying. So you can't get enough of it, okay? Now let's go ahead and jump right into the meditation. Go ahead and find a quiet space where you will not be disturbed. Make sure you have enough room around you to move if you need to. There's going to be a little movement with this meditation visualization. So bring your awareness to your body, taking some deep breaths in. Imagine, see, sense, or feel this beautiful white light coming down from above through your crown, entering your crown and through your body, allowing every cell in your body to drink up this divine essence, divine light. Beautiful. Now, see, sense, or feel that you're holding 4 candles. Go ahead and grab one of the candles and light it up, and place the candle in the south. And repeat after me. I give thanks for the protection and healing that has been gifted to me from the priestess of the Pheonix in unconditional love. I now surrender any fear of being reborn into life now, into the fire belly of the divine goddess of the south. With honor and respect, I release this now. So be it, and so it is. Breathe in deeply and breathe out fully. Exhale in with intention to release any old fear, negativity, anxiety, toxicity, or death-like energies or attachments that have been draining you or kept you locked in old trauma. Perceive Isis as the priestess of the Pheonix. See, sense, or feel her standing with you, with her belly flaming with vast fire, consuming and burning away your respectful offering to her now. Go ahead and release all that fear, the negativity, the anxiety, any of that death-like energies or attachments. Just send it into her belly, with that fire, that hot fire, so it can be burned off. When you're done, taking a deep breath in, and grab the next candle and light it. Go ahead and place it in the west, and repeat after me in your mind's eye, or aloud. I now call upon the cleansing waters of the divine river, goddess of the Nile, the healing priestess of the West. Help me release death and be born into life once more. Help me release death and be reborn into life once more. Help me release death and be born into life once more. So be it, and so it is. Inhale and exhale deeply, perceiving that healing waters wash over you. See it like waves upon waves crashing upon you and just rinsing you. Any of those energies, cleaning you until you are like glycerin, until you feel anew, feel replenished as well. Go ahead and take in a deep breath in here. And grab the next candle. Light the candle and place this candle in the north. And here's the thing, if you don't know where the north, the east, just trust yourself, because you're in a space where you will know where to place the candle. So don't doubt yourself. So place the candle in the north and say with me, I now call upon the strengthening and manifesting powers of the priestess of the earth. I gratefully receive your gift of being born into the world of forms now. May my soul take shape and the healing gifts take form in my life. So be it, and so it is. So be it, and so it is. So be it, and so it is. Inhale and exhale with the awareness of your body. Be aware of how you are sitting or standing. Be aware of your spine, your limbs, your face. Make sure you close your eyes and feel the life buzzing inside of you. Taking a deep breath in here. And with this one, with the east, I want you to open your eyes and face the east. Turn to the east and imagine that you've lit that candle and placed it in the east. And now say aloud, I now choose to step into life, light, and rebirth. The new life is upon me now, resurrected from the remnants of my past and born anew. I call upon the guardianship of the priestess of new life and the East. I step through the gate now into life restored. So be it, and so it is. Now imagine, see, sense, or feel this gate appear in front of you in the East. When you're ready, intend to step through this inner gateway. And this may actually involve you taking one small step physically to represent this inner step into the new life. Now pause for a moment and enjoy the first step in this new life. Now see yourself surrounded, see, sense, or feel yourself surrounded by all 4 candles lit and fully aflame around you in the south, in the east, in the north, and in the west. And see that beautiful divine light flowing through you from above, through your crown, soaking into all of your cell, all the way through your legs, out through the bottoms of your feet, and entering Mother Earth. You're connected on all directions. And just go ahead and take in some deep breaths in here. And let's go ahead and close this with this incantation. Life flows through me unobscured. From past hurts, I am now cured. I meet my life blossoming anew. My inner light shines bright and true. Isis, Isis, Mother of divine perfection, through your grace I have resurrection. Life flows through me unobscured. From past hurts I am now cured. I meet my life blossoming anew. My inner light shines bright and true. Isis, Isis, Mother of divine perfection, through your grace I have resurrection. Life flows through me unobscured. From past hurts I am now cured. I meet my life blossoming anew. My inner light shines bright and true. Isis, Isis, Mother of divine perfection, through your grace I have resurrection. So be it, and so it is. Taking a deep breath in here and out. Go ahead and taking a deep breath in here. And with this next exhale, imagine, see, sense, or feel that you're blowing out all 4 candles to close this meditation, this visualization, this healing circle. Beautiful. Now bring your awareness back into your physical body, in the here and now, into this physical reality, the here and now. Taking a deep breath in, coming fully into your body, coming fully into this, your environment, wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingertips. With your next inhalation and out exhalation, open your eyes and be here now. Thank you for receiving this week's message and also walking through this week's visualization, as it is so powerful with what we're going through as a whole, whole humanity going through this healing process at this time. I invite you to come back to the meditation, do it as many times as you need to be. The more you do it, the more you will feel it, and the more the blessings will increase around you. I also invite you, the last incantation that I did, if you don't have time to do the whole meditation, that alone is a power tool for you to use in this time. What I invite you to do is wake up in the morning before the sun rises, face the sunrise, and speak this incantation. And when you're done, just taking some deep breaths in, feel the sun on your skin, receive the blessing from the sun that is rising from the east, bringing in new beginnings, new opportunities. And then open your eyes and then begin your day. That will be a simple exercise. If you don't have time to do the entire thing, that alone will get you all filled up and ready to beat the day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I am so looking forward to bringing you your next message next week. But until then, I pray that you all be blessed, protected, safe, and secured. And may the angels wrap you in their arms and keep you safe and protected. May the angels bless you with strength and build up your immunity so that even though the storm is churning around you, that it will never affect you or your family. Blessings to you. Until next time, goodbye.